forgotten.
What they what?
So, what's something funny or embarrassing one of your children said at an early age that you'll never forget?
I never had any problem like that.
Okay.
I was the kind of person that if somebody said something to me or whatever, I just let it go behind me and that's it. I don't remember it. I just put it in the archives. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a big deal.
What about you, Lola? Do you remember anything that embarrassed you that maybe one of the kids had said or?
No, I never remember anything bad.
Well, that's good.
I never experienced nothing bad.
And how did you feel about raising your children?
Oh, that's easy.
Well,
You have children, you got to raise them,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
and you got to be there 100% of the time. You
Yeah,
got to support them, give them a roof over their head, meals, clothes,
Yeah, we love our
and
children.
go all the ups and downs of raising children, right? And you never turn your back on your kids ever.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a cardinal rule of mine. You know.
Okay.
And what was the best part?
Of what?
Raising the kids.
It wasn't any best part.
So then, moving forward, what was the hardest part?
Yeah, what was the hardest part about having five girls? Yeah.
Oh, the hardest part was when they got to be teenagers, and then I don't even want to go down that road.
What was the best part or hardest part about having 5 girls, Lola?
No, Christian was the,
They don't want to use names.
yeah.
Delete that.
Yeah, we'll cut it
Yeah.
for sure.
Okay.
And what makes you proud of your children?
Oh, the way they turned out,
Yeah.
the responsibility they have to their families, their dedication to their kids, their education, their well-being. Can't ask for anything more than that.
Yeah.
And now we trot onto a road you may not want to go down. Which of your children had the worst attitude?
Yeah, Gerald, did you come up with that one? Had the worst attitude?
Yes.
No, they all had different attitudes,
Right.
Yeah.
but
You
some,
cannot really
some of
pick-
them were really,
Good
Temperamental? Is there
Yeah.
one? Like I was a temperamental and I
Yeah.
had the worst attitude.
everybody, all the kids went through periods of growing up,
Right.
and you just had to work your way through it. That's all.
And I guess this also falls along the line. Which of your children would you say threw the most fits?
Give me the what?
Through the most fits?
Kim.
Really? Okay. Interesting.
Not fits. I guess it is fits in a way. She was a sleepwalker.
Oh.
So she would get up in the middle of the night and start walking around the house
Yeah.
and sleepwalking.
Yeah.
And
Just
then you couldn't wake her up.
Wow.
And so you had to stay up half the night while she was,
Oh.
whatever.
Yeah, that's a safety issue. That's scary.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And describe, I guess this also falls along the line. Describe each of your children growing up.
Describe each one of my kids growing up. What kind of kids they were?
Yeah.
What about you, Laura?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all good kids, except it's a little bit hard to manage.
Okay.
She tell you what she wants.
Okay.
She
Speaks her mind.
speak her mind, yeah.
They all had distinct personalities. It's like it was hard to get Christine to do what you wanted to do.
Okay.
Diane was kind of a loner type of person. She'd only come to you when there's a real problem. To me, or Lola, the two of us. When she had a real problem, she would come to us, and then we would, would when she had problems with Jimmy, or
Right.
you know, at times with you know, she needed financial help, or she needed this and that. We always supported her through all those periods of time. You know,
What about Kathy?
Kathy the same way. Kathy was we had our fallings out for about a year. She came back. She weighed about 600 pounds, and she was carrying Laura. You know, we worked everything out. It was really good, and we've been close ever since.
Awesome.
And Kim, of course, is a different story. You know, you've been around that one. We stuck by Kim all the way, right through every single problem she was going through, her drugs and all that kind of stuff. And she came out the other side fine, and now she's fine.
Okay.
What
And
about
Vanessa never gave us any trouble except when she was living in, we were living in Los Angeles, and trying to get her to go to school. She got in, she fell in love with some guy, and that was at the point they said, I had that house up in, that is right next to the school.
Yeah, I remember that right across the street.
Yeah, so that she would be able to go to school. So anyway, and then I gave her the loft upstairs. And I told her, I said, I'm never going up in that loft. I said, I had enough with kids. I said, I'm staying downstairs in the bottom part, and you can have the loft. You can do whatever you want up there. You go out on the roof and all that.
Right.
I didn't give a damn.
That's funny.
And in your opinion, how are your children like you and unlike you?
Well, they're all, I think the kids turned out good. They're a lot like me in a way because they can make decisions.
Yeah.
They can, they have a strong personality when it comes to guiding their kids or whatever they're going to be doing. They got both feet on the ground,
Definitely.
and that's what I wanted.
What about you, Lola? How are your kids like you?
Oh, they all like me. I'm sure. Yeah.
That's
Even
for sure.
Christine.
Yes, definitely.
Even Christine. But
They're
I got along with
kind-hearted.
her. I got along with all my children. With our children.
They all liked Lola.
Yeah.
They didn't like me all the time.
It's funny.
Okay. This one. Okay, and what is the best thing about being a parent and a grandparent?
Oh.
Lola?
Yeah,
What's the best-
very good. We were very lucky to have 5 daughters and 11 grandchildren.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all love them. They all like us, I guess.
Definitely.
Yeah.
What's the best thing about it, though? Is it like...
Yeah, they're well-behaved children.
I think the best thing is that they're good companions.
Yeah.
They're the kids are very thoughtful, especially the grandkids.
Yeah.
Very thoughtful. The daughters are really good. I mean, I can't say enough about your
Definitely.
kids.
Grandchildren.
And now we move on to the conclusion, the present. If you could go back to any age, what age would it be and why?
Oh. What age? When I was in my 20s, I was I never have no problem even when I was working. I was people likes me, get along with me, and I get along with them, and I get along with my grandchildren and 5 daughters and their dad. So there's no complaint. I don't have no complaint about all our grandchildren and daughters and their dad.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Good times in your life in your 20s. That's when it all began, huh?
yeah, all began. When I was your age, I already have 5 daughters.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. What about you, Lulu?
I'd go back to my 20s too.
Mm.
I enjoyed my time in the Air Force. I probably would have stayed in and spent 20 years in it if I had to do it all over again. And of course, before that, mountain climbing and doing all that.
Mm-hmm.
It felt really good back then.
Yeah.
Then you had a family, and you know how that goes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And what's your most cherished family tradition, and why is it important?
What do you think, Laura?
How about didn't get
The tradition. We
tradition?
don't really have traditions.
I know.
No, I'm
Can
not
you
ready.
think of any? Okay, we'll skip that one.
I just think that we're just all super close.
Yeah.
Right.
What's that?
Tight knit family, I
Oh, yeah.
guess, you
Yeah,
know.
we got a very good
Well, the most
family.
important thing, I think, is that you want to create a tight-knit family.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And the only way you can create a tight-knit family is to have good relationships with everybody in your family.
Mm-hmm.
And this way, they carry that on with in their own lives, with their siblings and with their parents and with their aunts and uncles. You want to make sure that you go through life with a good relationship with everybody, because as time goes by, you're going to need everybody at different times in your life. You know, I'm not an advocate of leaving your kids and just say, that's it, I'm gone. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're on your own. I would never do that. You know,
Yeah, we didn't do that to our
Yeah.
family.
that's what I did with my
Thank you.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And do either of you have a philosophy on life? And
I think that's pretty much my philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, Laura does the same thing. You know, as
Yeah.
far as that's concerned. You know, you like to participate in events with your children. You want your kids to respect their own kids, and to be able to be close to their own kids, and not get that separation where everybody's got to move to different places and separate and not even visit anybody except on a holiday and if they have time.
Right.
Because as you get older, you become more isolated,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and that's not a good thing.
No, not at all.
and what is the best piece of advice you could give?
Well, he just said that one. We'll just skip that
Yeah.
one.
Okay. Do you have any hobbies or special interests?
And read the second part.
And do you enjoy any particular sports or teams?
I don't want to get into that. They lost last week.
Did you watch that game?
Yeah, we did. So Patriots, but
Yeah.
that we won't talk about.
Yeah. Yeah.
We cannot even digest even one loss.
So
Yeah.
describe your typical day now.
Very relaxing.
Yeah. Yeah.
can
I
do what
enjoy
we
being
want.
with you guys. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Thank you for the breakfast.
Of
Cooking
course.
breakfast.
we
And-
don't we don't get any stressful situations anymore.
No, no.
You know, we just take it easy every day, and we can just do whatever we want now
Mm-hmm.
at our age.
Right.
Yeah,
And what things do you enjoy most in life?
travel.
Definitely.
Okay. And do you have a favorite type of music or artist / band?
Oh, I like them all. You see what I play here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like to play a lot of music.
Do you have a
Yeah.
favorite type of music or genre, I should say?
They're all I like the music of the not the new music today.
Mm-hmm.
I like the Sinatras
Right.
and the Humperdinks and the Tom Jones and all that kind of stuff. You know,
What about you, Lo Elvis?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Elvis and I love them. Ricky Nelson, Johnny Mathis. Who else is there? I cannot remember. Ricky Nelson.
You guys kind of have similar taste in
Oh, yeah.
music.
if she likes music, we just like a
Mm.
Barbara Streisand or something like that. We'll pick
Yeah.
up the records.